Hello. Hello, hello. Wah. Hello, hi. Wah. Hi, Core. Hi, Stanji. Nice. Another odd one. Another odd one. Streams have been very bizarre over the last week because we are trying to make many things. So, today we are going to explore OBS. I am currently still streaming with Streamlabs, but I have downloaded OBS and I have transferred data over to it. But we're gonna have a fidget with it and see what other things we can change. So it's going to be a weird one. There's going to be a lot of Googling. Very, very weird stream. But, frankly, otherwise it wouldn't get done. Honestly. What? Hey Stanji, how's it going? Working from home today? Scuff stream. Oh yes, very scuffed. Finished for today's shorter shift, fair enough. You gonna play golf with us? We're golfing tonight. How are you? I'm good. I'll be real. There was no morning stream today because I fucking slept. I was tired. And if you do it by the time I get back, I'm going casting. Well, it's the same time every week. 8 till 11. You do like sleep? I do like sleep. Sleep is exactly the same of like getting into the shower, of being like, I need to go to sleep or I need to go to shower. It takes like an hour to actually do it, but once you're there, you don't want to stop. It takes me forever to actually be like, also you sent a message to it. I did, yes, I did. My sleep schedule is royally fucked. I have been going to bed at 2 a.m. Pretty consistently for the last week now. Probably closer to the last 2 weeks, frankly. Quite consistently. Not like a one-off of, oops, I stayed up until 2. Like, pretty much most nights I've been staying up until 2. I feel bad about it. But it's one of those things where, again, I don't even notice, and in some instances, it's like the old days of TeamSpeak when I stayed with my parents. Of, oops, I stayed up late because I'm talking with friends. Basically, I've been catching up and hanging out with some people who are not in the same time zone as me. So the time keeps on coming, and you know, like I'm trying to work on the avatar and stuff, but I'm also trying to take time to, you know, have time. Try to take time to have time. So like, if I think the way that most evenings go is I'm working on the avatar, or in some instances I've maybe played a game or I've streamed, and it gets to midnight, and that is when I should go to bed. But how I actually think is I've not had any time to myself yet. So I go make a cup of tea, and then I load up a game. And then I glance at Discord and I'm like, oh, my friends that I don't get to speak to very often because of time zones are in a channel. I'm gonna go say hi. And then another 2 hours pass. It's 2 a.m. I go to bed feeling a bit crap. I wake up really late. But it's, yeah. My hope is that if I get the avatar done, I might stop. Because that's kind of the domino effect, I think. I don't want to work on the avatar on stream because I want it to be a surprise, which is the big limiting factor, so I can only work on it off stream. So I work on it a bunch, and then you know, what I just said, it gets to midnight, and I'm like, I haven't had any time to chill out, so I do it then. Although Carls and Kay told me off yesterday because I didn't actually work on the avatar yesterday. It was a one-off. Carls and Kay caught me and told me off. I got invited to play a game, and then when we finished, I was like, I'm probably gonna go work on my avatar some more, and they were like, fucking don't, and I was like, okay. But still, the same thing happened. I then went, oh, friends in other time zones went to go hang out. 2 a.m. Yeah. Avatar's looking good. I'm having to do a lot of bug fixes on it at the moment. So, there's that. Jesus, what was happening to the face tracker then? I was scratching my face. Skeleton and stuff, or outer skin, I don't know terms. The texture is done. Texture is done. I had to make some tweaks to the mesh. The rig is not being changed a lot because it's a kit bash of 2 pre-existing models, so the rig is like the same as it was, you know? I'm not making a totally new avatar from scratch. I'm stitching 2 together. But there were some of the tweaks that I have changed caused issues. There was a slight bug with the hair physics, which I fixed because the routing a collider incorrectly, so that's fixed. The biggest issue I'm having is with the hands. I made some slight body tweaks as well. I said on stream, like, oh, I'm actually gonna throw it into VR chat, even though it's not ready for VR chat, just to double check that all the mesh tweaks are there. And when I put it on, I was like, you know what? I do actually want to tweak a couple of shapes here to make it match my body a little bit more. It's not completely one-to-one with my body because I'm not making a model of me, I'm making a model of Blue. We are technically 2 different things. So it's close. It's a close in-between that I think I feel comfortable with. So did that, but the main issue I'm having is with the hands, with the way that literally the thumb is moving. I wonder if I can show you guys a sneak peek, like, cropped image. Hang on. Yeah, make sure it doesn't open on the wrong screen. Pictures, chat. So, zoom. Windows, why are you not zooming? Why is Windows not zooming in on the photo? There we go. So, behold, hand preview. It broke. Hand should not do that. So this needs fixing. The other fingers are fine. But what is happening here is this bit of skin is being pulled by the thumb when the thumb moves across. I've already adjusted it slightly with weight painting, so it's better, but there is still an awkward pull. And I'm not sure... I need to see a chiropractor for that one. Sanji, a chiropractor is for your spine. A chiropractor is for your spine. Chiropractor doesn't mean bone doctor. Chiropractor is for your spine. But, I don't know, man, they break your bones and fix you somehow. They help with your spine. They help with your spine. My mum goes to a chiropractor. But yeah, so this is primarily weight painting, but also... You can see for yourself, if you make a peace symbol and hold up your hand to sort of mimic that and you look at it, that's not really where a thumb would go. If you did a peace symbol, like, that's going really far over the little finger. Like, that needs to come more over this finger, I think. So I think I need to do something that I've never done before, I don't know how to do, which is I need to go into VRChat's SDK and change the hand pose. Because this is just a default pose for a humanoid avatar, which my avatar does have. It does have a humanoid rig. So this is just the default 5 fingers, and I need to tell it not to move the thumb so far over. And I'm hoping that will, in pulling the whole thumb back, it will cause this little bit of skin to come back to where it is. I don't know how to do that. Straight up, I don't know how to do that, so now that is my current problem. I literally went into VR this morning to see how my weight painting adjustment had gone. My weight painting adjustment has made it better, but it is still kind of jank. It's one of those things where how often do you look at your hands in VR? I don't know, probably more than you look at your IRL hands, but probably not as much as you think. But it is kind of your first instinct when you put on a new avatar is to look down at your hands. So that was why I immediately noticed that it was a problem. And of course, if I'm doing a picture like this where I'm holding my fingers out, because this expression typically, for most avatars, does a smiley face, because your hand gestures are tied to your facial expressions, it's going to be very noticeable in the photo that there's something wrong with my hand, so I want to fix it. So that is where we are at the moment with that. I think, because it's a VR chat thing that I'm going to change, I think the base model I'm now happy with for the VTuber setup, so I can continue with that bit at least. Because I don't think I'm going to change the model anymore. I think I think the only change I need to make here is on the VR chat side of things. So that's the progress on that. So we could see the new VTuber before seeing it in VR chat, but we'll see. So there's a little 15-minute catch-up on what I've been doing off-stream that has been consuming my entire life, basically. So, shout out to Kay and Curls for pulling me away from it for an evening, because it was probably very healthy for me. Oh. But yeah. Because, as I demonstrated in the list I made on Monday, all of the stuff I want to work on is being held back by the new avatar. I got videos I want to do, I got new stream overlays, so it's come into OBS. I want to make new these. But I need the new avatar to be in them. I can't do them yet, because it's not done. Everything in order. Pretty much, yeah. Little by little. So, yeah. So Monday I did the job that I could do without the avatar, which was the new background, which you can see here. we now have an actual background and like frame instead of everything being full screen, but that means that the avatars and the music player aren't covering things anymore. I don't know why this has a different name. So, name is already in use. I have 2 break videos? Where's the other break video? I don't see that. I'm very pleased to see that the transfer of data from Streamlabs to OBS did work. That's just worked. It has transferred everything over, which is pretty neat. I think I prefer intro video and stuff being at the top, though. It's put them in inverse order. Also, you can move all of this around, which is pretty neat. OBS is decent, to be fair. That's what I've heard. I'm intimidated by OBS because I don't know how any of it works, and it's different from what I know, but, you know, I've learned new programs in the past. I switched from using Photoshop to using Clip Studio. I switched from using Maya to using Blender, so I can do it. I just gotta commit. Okay, so what is this? This is just a blank scene that I didn't name, but it has alerts in it. I think this was when I was doing, like, VR chat. I think this is when I'm doing, like, VR chat specifically. I think I don't need this, though. Office cam, I don't think we're going to be using anymore. Because we don't do that. We don't really use the regular cam anymore, so I think I'm just going to straight up delete this. Our full face zoom, so this is for... Oh, it's interesting that that isn't acknowledging Meep. Although I'm not going to be using Meep anymore. So this might be a redundant feature. This is the, This is how, we do this effect. We have a secondary scene which has the face super zoomed in, and then you make the entire scene an asset in a different scene, and then we toggle it on and off. Small distraction, we have not backed the Terraria board game, have we? No, it was the Armello board game we backed. No, we did not back Terraria. But we backed Armello. I think the Terraria one... I don't think we didn't back it because we weren't interested. I think we didn't back it because it kind of came and went before we even knew. Almost 14 years on and they're still updating the bloody game. You know what? Kudos. Astounding. You can pre-order, but I'll talk about that later. Talk to Spook about it. We've just had another board game come. Yes, we had a new board game come yesterday. It's by Cardboard Alchemy, who are the people who did Flamecraft. And Andromeda's Edge. You know, 2 very good games. So we've got a new one from them. It's called Critter Kitchen. It's more like I think it's more like Flamecraft than Andromeda's Edge, in that it's very cutesy art style. I actually don't know too much about it because I did kind of just blindly back it of like, yep, Flamecraft was good, Andromeda's Edge was good, we're gonna get this one. It is huge. It's another big one, unsurprisingly. But we did manage to fit it on the shelf. I think our board game shelf is at capacity. So, I don't know what's going to happen when Stellaris arrives or when Armello arrives, because we're at capacity. Hello, Abroma. Long time no see. Except slowly because I've been unable to catch beautiful streams due to time zones, but it feels pretty nice to be here again. Aw, thank you very much. If you miss the Beastie Ball streams, you can always catch up on them on YouTube, because I keep all the VODs there. Tell you what, we've had incredible rare morph luck. And I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. This is a very weird stream. It's a weird just chatting stream. So feel free to chat while I'm like working on stuff here. This is a scene that we just straight up don't use anymore. I'm deleting it. TCG, on a very rare occasion, I do still do TCG. So I think I am gonna leave this scene. Right, this is the full view. Let's move you up. Pokemon yelling. Ah, yes, this is, wow, incorrect. I think I'm just going to delete that. This was when we did those streams of Spook get shown Pokemon generations he's never seen before, and he gets very upset about them. I'm just going to turn that off. I'm going to get rid of that. So this one I might need later, but I don't know. Art is a primary one, so I want it right underneath the video, and you can see how it's put all the background and stuff in. Let's move this up a bit. God, we have so much shit in all of these. So we have the thank you banner, we have the sub counter that goes on top of the thank you banner. Stream avatars. That's interesting that stream avatars is not registering here. Why isn't it registering? Will it not capture it if another piece of software is already catching it? I don't know. Weird. We only have one audio source. I've just realized we don't have default audio in here. If that is an issue, then that's unfortunately something to be sorted off stream. So many alerts. TTS, sound alerts, Throne. Fujitech, another alert box. Put all of these together. Can I make a folder? Group? There we go. Alerts. Spotify is being changed. One of the handful of reasons that I'm coming to OBS is I'm going to try and get a new music player that matches the aesthetic of the stream better instead of just a black box. So this is not going to stay here, but I'll leave it for now until I get the replacement plugged in. This is the little cloud edge at the bottom here, which is being locked in place. This is the zoom, the core function of the zoom. My Fujitech, which is the backup PNG VTuber if for any reason I'm not using mine one. Meep, in theory, is being deleted, but I need to get it working. Spook's PNG tuber, for if he joins in any streams. Weirdlets we kind of don't use anymore. That was a bit of a fad. Kind of don't use that anymore. I think I am going to delete that. What is this? Oh, green border, right. Frames, yeah, I don't use these anymore, because we use Fujitech to have people in. Yeah, Curl's camera, Curl's frame, a picture of Curl's with an egg, because that's hilarious. Das's frame as well. All of these can be deleted. We don't use any of them anymore. We're tidying. We are cleaning things out. Screen capture of Blender. Screen capture of Clip Studio. If I open Clip Studio, it does capture it correctly. Good. Let me open Blender. Don't ask me why I have 3 separate instances of Blender. It's complicated. Okay, so that is not the correct size. There we go. So I'm going to lock you. We're going to lock Spook as well. We're going to lock all of these. I don't want them being moved. What's that? Actually, you know what? I'm going to test this. There we go, that works. Cool, that's just working. Love that for me. Why is this not fit to screen? There we go. Lock that. Oh no, wait, that was the cloud. Can I undo that? Yeah. I thought it was the sky. The sky. No, this is the sky. Sky's fit to screen. Yeah, the cloud we can actually change the shape of slightly in order to make sure it fits correctly. Let me exit out of that. There we go. So, whole screen view actually isn't working. Interesting. Let me lock all of these so that they can't be clicked on. Whole screen view is not working. Fascinating. There we go. Yeah, like that. I actually have the side of the screen ever so slightly trimmed off. So that's correct. Have that off by default, and then above that we have Blender, which will auto turn on when Blender opens, and Clip Studio, which also will auto turn on. So those two take precedent over just seeing the screen. We've got Spook behind the music. Meep is this at the moment, but that might change. Blue Fuji is my backup VTuber. Full face zoom is the zoom for bits. Fujitech is for friends, so Blue Fuji is me. Fujitech is friends. Do I keep the sub banner? Do I keep it? Because there's technically a sub counter down there underneath the video. But no one ever looks down there. You think so? Okay. Sub counter. I don't even know if this is going to be working. I don't think it is, because that's just a number. This is meant to be a counter. This is meant to be code. Because if I open it in Streamlabs, it's got a little thing here of count subscribers, whereas here it's just brought the number over. So let me see if OBS can use a similar code. So OBS sub counter. This is the thing, because OBS is open source, a lot of things like this are maybe not included, but it means that there's like plugins that people make that do it, and I'm like, okay. Ugh. I should specify Twitch sub counter, not YouTube sub counter. Stanger? This is probably gonna sound like a weird request. Do you have a copy of Shining Pearl Pokemon? I can't remember if I got one and you got the other. Just asking out of curiosity more than anything. Oh, this is YouTube subs. I specified Twitch subs. I feel like that was one I might have missed out on, but I'll see what my case has. Frankly, if you did miss out on it, I don't blame you. They were very mid. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl were kinda mid. Okay, this is using StreamerBot. I haven't got StreamerBot yet, but I may do in the future. So for this, I'm gonna have to disable this because it's not working right now. We're gonna leave it there as a placeholder, but I'm gonna have to disable it because it's not working. Because it's currently just displaying the number and not the code. So I don't fully know about StreamerBot. Other than, apparently Thor recommends it, Thor uses it, which is sometimes enough to go off of. But I don't know how it works. So another, Right, it's interesting that we have the... Do the alerts work, actually, is a good question. They are just browser sources. If I send a trigger in Streamlabs, I wonder if it'll register it in OBS. Oh, it did! That's neat. It played the audio twice, unsurprisingly, because the audio is coming from two sources. Yeah. Okay, so that does work. The alert box works. That's the important bit. I do have it. Do you want it? I actually don't know. I'm going to need to double check. It's not that I want it, it's that I might want the Palkia that's in it. But I wouldn't expect you to play through the entire game, so maybe? I don't know. Maybe. So, the Pokemon Company have added this thing into Home where if you complete the Sinnoh-Dex, you can get a shiny Manaphy, but it has to be the Sinnoh-Dex from Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So even though I have a complete Sinnoh-Dex, because that's a complete Sinnoh-Dex that I've brought together over the course of the last 25 years, apparently it doesn't count. So I basically have to catch the entire Sinnoh-Dex in a Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Because I've beaten the game in my Brilliant Diamond, I probably can just go do that. That's probably just going to be like a couple of evenings chill, going around and catching everything, breeding everything. But I can't get a Palkia because it's the version exclusive legendary. Can do if you want. Lol, I probably did most of it anyway. That's up to you. I won't make you do it because Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are certainly Pokemon games. But yeah. Because I have multiple Dialgas and Palkias. I got some shiny Dialgas and Palkias that I got back on the DS era from an event, but they don't count. It has to be from Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So yeah. So even though over the course of my entire Pokemon career I have completed the whole dex, apparently Pokemon decided, no, it doesn't count, you've got to do it all again. And I'm like, oh, how kind. How thoughtful of you. And there I was, so happy that I could save myself time completing the dex, because I'd already completed it, but no, they want me to complete it again. For a shiny Manaphy, which has never... It's not that it's never been available, it basically has never been available. Because the only legit way to get a Manaphy was from Pokemon Ranger, and every cart of Pokemon Ranger, not every save, every cart of Pokemon Ranger only has one egg. And that has base shiny odds. So the chances of getting a shiny Manaphy were basically nigh on impossible, because if you had to beat Pokemon Ranger, you sent the Manaphy egg over to Diamond and Pearl, you hatch it, you realise it's not shiny, and instead of beating it again, you have to go buy another copy of Pokemon Ranger. Because the copy that you used has had the egg already used. So yeah, shiny Manaphy basically didn't exist. And now this is how they're giving it to you. You can get a shiny Manaphy if you complete the Sinnoh-Dex, specifically in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So I'm like, you fucking pieces of shit, I want that. So yeah. Honestly, the next time you come around, don't be surprised if it's you and Spook playing a board game and me playing the Switch again. Can you say it's commit? No. No. It's set once you get the egg. So, it's just shiny Manaphy in the code, technically not impossible to get, but realistically impossible to get. But now you can get it through Pokemon Home. They're doing the same for, I believe, Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet, and again, both of those I'm pretty close to doing, especially Scarlet and Violet. I had legitimately gotten quite close to doing anyway, so it's just another one of those. It's basically a passive thing of like, oh hey, there isn't a new Pokemon game out yet. Here's something to do in Pokemon. Of like, you don't have to do it, but I want the shiny Manaphy. You know? Like how, I technically have not completed the Pokedex of all Pokemon, because there are 2 Pokemon I think I don't have, which is I don't have a Spectria, because you only get you either get a Glastria or a Spectria in Sword and Shield, and I got a Glastria, so I did not have a Spectria, and I've not been able to get one traded off a friend or play through the entire game again to get the choice again. So I know for a fact I never have. I have Shield, you can have mine. It's from the DLC. I caught it. You have a Spectria? I will take that Spectria if you have a Spectria, I will take it. Because that is a Pokemon I know for a fact I do not have. It's a purple horse. It's from the DLC. You need to have had the DLC for Sword and Shield. But anyway. Lo-fi. Been a while since I touched it, so I need to have another look. Yeah. That is what things like this always cause people to do. Whenever the Pokemon company is like, hey, if you do this thing, you get a thing, and it causes people to, like, load up games that they've never played. Or, you know, load up a game that they haven't touched in, like, 4 years. Yes. I can literally, because I have the phone app, I can literally look at it. It looks like my Scarlet and Violet dex is basically complete. And I need to send my Ceruledge over, which I haven't done because he's part of my party. But then Sword and Shield, I can immediately see missing a Spectria and missing a Regidrago. But everything else in the Sword and Shield dex, it looks like I have. Lo-fi. Yeah, Legends Arceus and Brilliant Diamond gives you that as a shiny. And if you complete Scarlet and Violet, you get a shiny Meloetta, which is an interesting choice because Meloetta is not from Scarlet and Violet. It's not even from that generation. Interesting choices. Also, I have definitely been tangenting today. Just chatting lends itself to tangenting. Okay. I guess audio is the next thing. We only have the alert box in here, which is fascinating. So I need to add... hide? I don't know. How do I add an audio source? Capture audio. Ah. We can have independent volume sliders, which would be great. How do I add add my microphone. Audio input capture. Yeti mic. Yeti mic. There we go. So there's the Yeti mic. Which is nice. That does add it in sources. Okay, that's different to what I'm used to. I'm not used to audio being listed in here. I'm used to it being in there. Oh, this was something that I saw. Who was it? I saw someone do where they actually had a scene that had all of their audio settings in it. Hi, Rodent. How's it going? What is that? Oh, this is my Soul Silver thing. D&D, I think we'll be fine. Craftcam, I think I'm gonna end up deleting. I don't do that anymore. Fascinating. If I can tell Spotify specifically to capture the audio from there, then I don't need to add in desktop audio. Huh. I mean, I don't want to delete this, but is it gonna be used? Because it took me so much work to get this set up, which is why I don't want to delete it. But am I gonna need it again? Let's group these. I think I am going to leave that for now, but we're putting it at the bottom. Down here. Game needs to go under art. These are in order. I don't know why it's break video 1 and then it's like, oh, the name break video is being used, because I'm like, girl, it ain't. Name is already in use. It sure isn't, because there's no break video listed here. Unless it wants me to go to one of these. Files. File. No, that's not in here. Don't use this anymore. One lump or two. This scene doesn't even have the, cloud transition. Oh, cool. Nothing is work. Oh, there we go. I was like, nothing works in that one. Break video. End video. Technical screens we do not need. We don't use these anymore. They are old. This was when we were doing our charity streams, which I may do more of this year. So I don't want to delete this. I may have to replace all of the stuff with the new banners and stuff, but I can at least use this as a template. I am unfortunately going to delete all of these. Thank you everybody who donated. Don't need you. Don't need you. Okay. Oh my god, the games. Okay, let's delete all of them. Just blank slate. Okay, you know what? That is a problem. There's a problem for future me. That's probably not a good way to think. But it is a problem for future me. Let's go back to basic. Yeah, because that just made me realise this is going to be a complete mess. Right, weirdlets we don't use anymore. Go all the way down to you and put all of you in a folder. Green games. Right, what are you capturing? Nothing at the moment. Alright, this is a backup in case the game can't be detected for whatever reason. Hello, cool. Primary monitor. So that is it. That is in case the game I'm playing can't be detected for whatever reason. So that is a backup. Discord screen share, I'm gonna leave. Because that was from when we were playing Prince of Persia. That can go. Game capture, Galaxy Burger, gonna delete that for now. I would love to play Galaxy Beastie Ball. Can I not resize? Oh, this is the background. Digimon background, not needed. We have a new background now. Lock you. Let's put all of the alerts. Actually, yeah. Let's try and think. But the baby, we've just not been using them. And frankly, there's too much shit running at one time while I stream. My computer can't handle it. So this blank new scene, I believe, is me recording VR chat for the purposes of recording TikToks and stuff, I have literally just realised, what do I want to do about VR chat streams? Because VR chat is the only game I will play that won't have a VTuber in the corner. So I kind of don't need the overlay. It's a full screen game. VR chat kind of needs its own scene. Because it doesn't work for this, because the whole point of this is for the VTuber to sit in the corner, but we don't have the VTuber in VR chat, so VR chat doesn't need it. I actually hadn't thought of that until right now. Is VR chat the exception, I suppose? Do we just keep VR chat as full screen? Because yeah, VR chat doesn't need the corner. Let's delete some of these and get them re-added in on for another day. We recently played Wormtown, so we're probably not going to play it again for a while. Goblin Cleanup, I'm probably going to be waiting for full release. I want to play web fishing again soon, I think. Halo we're finished with, we'll be playing Halo 2. Golf with Friends we're literally playing tonight. But I'm not going to be using this tonight, so I don't know why I felt the need to change that. Lunas, we're going to wait for full release. Bravely Default, Beastie Ball, we're still currently playing. Emulator, probably better I just leave that because it was awkward to set up. And all of these we will be playing again. Okay. So what I'm going to do is... Name is already in use? No, it's fucking not! Excuse me? What do you mean alerts is in use? It fucking isn't. Yeah, so I can add just straight up whole scene. So what I'm gonna do is, if I can, is copy all of these and paste them in here. We have the TTS, sound alerts, the throne, and the alert box. That's the throne bar, which I don't actually use. That was when we had the big stretch goal in the top corner. So, alert box. So if I send another test here, that comes through on that. Probably don't need these in a group. Can I snap you to the middle? Center vertically? Nope. Center horizontally. There we go, like that. sound alerts. Transform center horizontally. Wow, that was well off. Welcome back, Stangy. Sound alerts. Oh god, it came through twice. Yeah, it works. Thanks, Core. Came through twice, but I heard it, but it's not in our audio mixer. Hang on. I don't know if that means that that isn't going to come through on stream. So I think I need to tick that. Have that be there. Same for that. I may end up using a different TTS as well. And before anybody goes, no, but what about the silly voices? None of you fucking use the silly voices, so why are you complaining?
This is a test message.
This is a test message.
Oh, use different voices. What silly voices? The TTS that we have, as has been explained many times and is in the description down below, if you put 100 bits in, if you do 100 bits, your message goes into TTS. If you do 200 bits, you can put a voice on it, but you have to, like, type it in correctly, because there's, like, a coding thing that you have to type in to basically be like, use this voice. And I'm guessing it was just too complicated for people because nobody does it, which is fine. It is a little complicated, so I should probably just use a different TTS. Cool, but the TTS came through on there.
This is a test message.
This is a test message.
Yeah. Let's turn the volume down on that. Sometimes Das uses the GLaDOS one, and Das is the only one. What if I give you a tenner and message you on Revolut? Does that mean I get you to hear it out in a funny voice? No, it doesn't work like that. Okay, so alert box, sound alerts, and TTS all in here. And I believe a throne donation is part of the alert box. Excuse me. Throne is the one that might be broken, I don't know. Integrations. Yeah, because I think the Throne integration that I was using is specifically a Streamlabs one. Oh no, it came through!
Keep doing what you're doing. Tilda sent via throne.com.
Yeah, it's part of the alert box. Okay, that's fine. That is cool. So that works. So that's all the alerts in one scene, and now I think I can just reference this scene in the other scenes instead of having to go into every single scene and set up these 3 things each time. So, add scene stream alerts. And they're all still in here. If I do another test, it comes through. So now I can do that in here as well. So, let's see, sound, because they're all over the place in here. So sound alerts, the throne bar, the alert box, and the TTS. And then we add scene stream alerts. So that means if I do get a new TTS, I just have to change this one instead of changing every single scene. Interesting. If I disable Spotify as visible, it also disables the audio for it. That's an interesting thought. Right, this hasn't been used for like a year. This also hasn't been used for a while, and also maybe is going to be handled in the new VTuber software. Yeah, look how trimmed down that is now. So same again in here. Don't need that one. Don't need that one. Don't need that one. And we add the scene for stream alerts. And we lock it. That's actually an important bit. Yeah, I don't know why it's not capturing the stream avatars, other than maybe because they're already being captured by something else, but that seems like an odd thing. Don't think I need that. That was a static picture. Now we have a movie of it. I love this. This is like the peak aesthetic. So like I'm keeping that background video. I'm keeping that. New schedule is accurate. Okay, that I think is all correct. Throne, you say? Yes, I do say. Thank you for the chai latte mix. It has been very pleasant. I have been drinking it. It is nice. What have you just sent me, Stanji? Bless. Yes, it did come. That one arrived without any problems. You know, I've not heard back about that one. I did actually send the email to be like, hey, we had a problem, and they haven't fucking responded. So I don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Delivered a wrong thing sounds like a you problem. Gee, thanks. Bleh. 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 We can delete that one. We can delete these two. And, yeah. So this scene, we're going to rename VR chat. The name is not in use! Why is this a bug that OBS has? What the fuck? There is not a scene called VR chat. VR chat game? Jesus. It's a source. But sources and scenes are separate! What do you mean it thinks that they're the same? Okay, whatever. It's fine. I know, man, it's just a theory. It's dumb! That's dumb. So add scene. Oh, I suppose it's because scenes can be used as sources. That's probably why. Because scenes can be sources. Okay, fine. Fine. Excuse me. Okay. So I think the next thing I'll be investigating, I guess, is maybe this new music player, because I think that is like the basics set up. I think that's all the basics. So I guess it's time for me to research this new music player. Oh, hang on. What is this? Classic. Allow me to tap the sign. I don't even know if you guys can read that text. It's probably a little too small on your end. Can do, but I'm not on phone. What? I would have thought it would be harder to read on phone. It's a post that says I'm not actually mad, I just like the comedic delivery of righteous but pointless anger. When they do, I'll be right behind you. Okay, turn off sound alerts. We can do fan bar. Put that box there. And then we add scene stream alerts. I guess technically this entire thing can be changed for the new overlay. I'm not going to be able to resize this accurately until I actually have the camera turned on, so I'm just going to have to do like that for now. Text is going to go on this side. This webcam's going to go over there. I think we're going to not have that anymore. Add image, add existing, cloud edge, transform fit to screen, slightly in front of everything, but behind the alerts, lock. And then image, add existing. Oh dear. Cloud. Fit to screen. And then ever so slightly do this. Put that there. And lock it. Spotify needs to be in front. There we go, make that my font. That's the font that I use for everything. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Ivy! How's it going, darling? Right, this sauce is going to need, like, trimming and changing, but that will depend on where I position the camera when I do my next pack opening, whenever that may be. So, for now, that is what it is. I'll probably put the VTuber sauce in there at some point, but I imagine by the time I do my next opening, if I ever do another opening, I will be using the new VTuber, so I might as well just wait until that's ready, instead of setting up the old VTuber for it to not work. Right, blue frame. Actually, I don't need that, I don't think. Gonna remove that. For some reason I have a display capture on this scene. Gonna turn that off. I'm gonna remove this because it's not being used anymore. That looks tidier. Doing okay. Woke up just now after falling asleep at 10 AM, so I'm a bit out of it, but I'm feeling okay. Oh my goodness. Crazy. Crazy. Well, it just occurred to me to be like, is Spook home? No, he's not. That was the neighbour's car, I heard. Hey guys, you want to see a cheat that I can do? Boop. Cheating. Stream of privilege. Then again, I have my own hacks. Yes, but my hacks are more hacky than yours. Ha ha ha. Ooh, an email update from Monster Hunter board game. Pledge Manager will be closing on February 28th. That's fine, because I think our pledge is already sorted. We've received pre-production copies of the core game. These are complete, handmade versions of the final core game that are sent to check before heading on to mass production. Essential step in ensuring everything is up to standard before mass production begins. Finishing touches, dev team is on work finding digital files to find final tweaks to the rules. Next step of these touches are graphic designers to review colour matching, ensure the physical print matches the digital files. Time update, we received PCs by end of December. We then expected mass production to start right after Chinese New Year and take 3 months to complete. This would mean new pledges would need to be loaded onto boats in May. Because we haven't received the pre-production copies, they will land any day. Given the tweaks we've identified, mass production should start in late March and April. Take about 3 months. This means our pledges will be loaded July. So we're probably gonna get it in June. Okay. Nothing about our pre-order. Okay. When are we getting our Kirin? We pre-ordered a Kirin. It's supposed to be coming at some point. I had a bit of sleeplessness last night. Oh dear. At least, a bit of a sleepless night. At least I'm now at the last few episodes of Steam Universe Season 3. My friend told me they would be very emotional, so I stopped for the last few episodes. They are emotional. They are emotional. Yes, I have watched Steven Universe. I put the heating on, I'm actually cold. The house must be cold if I'm cold. Which means Spook will come in and go, this home's bloody freezing. Right. So... what else do I need? I think I need to make another one of these. Universal audio. Because I need to apparently add my microphone as a source to everything. So I'm going to create a universal audio source and put my microphone in that. Although not every scene has... no, wait, I can mute Spotify independent, because I was going to put Spotify and my microphone in here, and I was like, I might not be able to mute those independently, but I think I can. Because I can hide the whole thing, or I could just do them one at a time like that. So yeah, so in Universal Audio I want to put my microphone. Input capture. Yeti mic. So the microphone is in there. And then I think we want to put audio output capture. No, not like that. This is where we can do this clever thing of, if I capture it might be more work to capture each audio source individually, but it means I'll have more control over them. So I want to add Spotify, but we're going to have a different Spotify widget. Application audio capture. And the application I want to capture the audio from is Spotify. That's not doing anything. Okay. It does say beta, so it may not work correctly. Why? It's not showing any audio. Even though the music is playing. You guys can hear it. But if we go into here, where we have Spotify as like a more traditional source, you can see the sound. Okay. Yeah, it gets louder when I turn it up. So it works there, but it doesn't work here. And that could just be because it says it's a beta thing, so it might just not work very well right now. Because it would be nice to maybe have it as a separate audio source. Big yawn. Also, another one would be, if it worked, would be Discord. How am I going to test if Discord's audio works? Because I've got streamer mode on. What if I started an activity? pause this. This is not currently doing anything. Let's try again. Choose an activity. Lo-fi. Launch. Discord lo-fi. Oh! There we go, I can see it. Okay, so maybe that's working? So we've got Discord as a separate audio source. Makes me wonder why Spotify isn't working. Yeah. Guys, did you know that Discord just has free lo-fi? I wonder why Spotify isn't working. Head scratcher. Okay, well, let's turn that activity off and disconnect from there. So Discord does seem to register as its own audio, which is nice. So I can, because at the moment now, I actually can't really easily edit, like, Discord, my volume, and the game volume independently of each other, whereas with this new layout, hopefully maybe I will, if we can figure out how it works. I'm gonna put my little poncho on. I'm cold. Why am I so cold all of a sudden? It's very rare that I feel the cold. Why am I so cold? Ooh. Ugh. That didn't make a difference. Let's see what Google says. OBS application audio capture Spotify. You have the source unchecked in advanced audio properties. I mean, I don't. They're all checked there. That does not fix the problem. That does not fix the problem. Reading of articles. I don't know why it's not. Let's see, output, advanced, okay. Well, that's that, but I don't know if that's gonna help me still. Okay. Apply that. Right, that's a useful thing, but that still doesn't solve this problem. Okay. I'm trying to watch a tutorial, but none of this is really answering my question. Oh? No. Ooh. That's quite nice. Ooh, that's quite nice as well. Actually, weirdly, I think I liked the default, even though it doesn't have the blue. So there's this video that I'm looking at literally is showing how it works of like, oh look, you can add an audio source and then add it in, and look, it's got it on separate tracks, it's so cool. I'm like, cool, but it's not displaying the audio. It's not working, and I don't know why. Yeah, cool. That was literally just a 2-minute video of someone being like, "Hey, look at this cool feature," and I'm like, "Cool," but you didn't do any troubleshooting or anything, which is a shame because that's what I need right now. Don't know why it's not working. Because otherwise this would be ideal. Head scratcher. What's the head scratcher? Spooky's home. I'm gonna go say hello. I'm back in a bit. Hello. Well. Hi. Right. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Hello. Hello. Would you like to see my star hacks? Go on then, before it vanishes. Wow, look at that! You did it! Dang. Impressive. Okay. In the avatar commands, you can set angle and power. Yes. I believe I was aware of that. Okay, so let's try to look at this. So I guess I sign in with Twitch. Okay. Widgets. Spotify. do I do this? I love that my two different YouTube accounts, my main and my stream VOD one, each seem to have their own different algorithm for videos and stuff, especially on the shorts feed. So my shorts on my main account consist of like, did you know facts about Pokemon, pirate software, various food shorts and things like that. And for some reason my stream VOD one has a lot of Doctor Who shorts, and I don't know why. Evidently I must have watched one and then now they keep appearing. Login. Okay. We go to dashboard. Need to verify. Okay, I can do that. All set, cool. Create an app. The name news widget. Copy that. I'm just tired of AI stories with Minecraft in the background. That sounds awful. That does sound awful. What you have to do is, you click on this little menu down here and you go, "Don't recommend this to me. Stop it," is what you have to do. You have to curate your feed. Redirect URL. Copy. No, not on him specifically. That was just the first one I recommended. Also, hi. Hi ho. No, not on Thor. No. Okay. Save. Settings. So I need this to paste into there, and I need this to paste into there. Connect. There we go. Connected to Spotify. That is apparently all I need to do for that. So now... if we go to here... If we add a browser source. Specify Muse player. Browser source, Muse, copy URL, paste into there, and that is apparently it. Ah! Well, there it is! There you go, that's what I wanted. A music player that looks nicer than just a black square. There you go. Is there an event today? Yes, there is. You can check in the Discord. We did it. Okay. And then I can modify the settings here, so I can go for, like... this? Do I need to save for these changes to take effect? Do I have to tell this to update? Is drink driving go-karts illegal? I'm not willing to offer legal advice in that department so that I am not liable for any damages. Please contact a lawyer. Private property. I don't think private property has anything to do with it, Stanji. It's to do with whether it's to do with whether a go-kart classifies as a vehicle. Tell you what, you should probably check at the place that you're go-karting, because they probably have their own rules that may stipulate whether you are to drink or not. They probably have their own rules stipulated. Okay, I'm trying to change the appearance of it, but it's not changing. But there's no, like, save or update button as far as I can see. Okay. This is definitely an improvement. This is what I wanted. That is fitting our stream way better than a big black box. Please defer to my earlier statement. I am not a lawyer. I cannot offer legal advice. Not Streamlabs? Yes. I mean, I'm currently still streaming with Streamlabs. Hi. Hello. But I'm setting up OBS. I'm in the process of setting up OBS. Oh, hello.
Hello. Background spook.
Background spook.
Remember how we were watching Spiff's stream?
Yes.
And it then just ended, and we saw that it was just kind of done.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, he must have finished playing it. He hadn't finished playing it. The very end of his stream is him going, Loaf, no! And then that's it. Loaf Loaf has a habit of going over and pushing the power button on his computer. He just shut him down. There's a part
Please
2.
tell me there's a clip or something of that you can share.
I'll see if I can find one, but I just loaded at the start of it said part 2, and I was like, Oh, there was a part 2. I wonder what happened.
His cat turned his computer off. That's so funny.
And that's the end of the stream. It literally, Loaf, no! And then it just cuts.
Yeah, so like, unsurprisingly, if you have a YouTube video, there is a clip button, much like on Twitch now, so you can legitimately like clip something and then send the clip. So if you want to clip that and send it, then that would be very funny. That's so funny. You know, Sadie did that once nearly.
Really?
She didn't actually turn it off, but one time she was sat on my lap, and because obviously my computer used to be down on that side, she did legitimately just sort of go. and I was like, no, that's the power button. No,
Reach.
But in that sort of way that she used to do, that cats do, where it's like, I'm stretching because I'm going to stand up. That sort of like stand up stretch. I was like, no, do not put your pressure on the power button. No.
Time to die.
So yeah, Sadie almost turned my entire computer off once. That's so funny that there's another streamer whose cat turned his computer off. I need you to know, chat, that because much like that layout, my PC is set on the floor next to me down here, and I need you to know that from almost every day, I have to fight the intrusive thought that comes in and says, just press the power button while I'm still streaming. It's because the power button, I think it's because it has a glowing light around it, and I can just see it in my peripheral every day. And every day I have to fight the intrusive thought of, just press the power button. What if you just pressed the power button right now and turned everything off? Fight the intrusive thoughts. But yes, to go back to what we were talking about, I am hoping to switch to OBS. This is one of the reasons. This music player. This is one of the reasons. Although it's not saving, again, I'm trying to, I've got a page here that's like, customize the layout of it, and it's not changing the layout. So that bit's not working. Yeah, in this tutorial video, when he updates it, it just updates it right away, but for some reason it doesn't update it for me. I wonder why. Oh, I needed to refresh it. Yeah, because I was thinking of putting this up in here, this corner instead. I was thinking of having the music player be up here. There we go. Okay, so I need to refresh it every time. So let me just look at the different versions. So that one is, this one says is called Mac OS, so it literally looks like a Mac player. That's kind of cute. This one I think is meant to look like a code window. Yeah, that's funny. That's kind of funny. So the initial one is compact. And then we've got boxy. What is boxy? Okay, that would be good if we were down here. I can hear people throwing things at me, so I'm concentrating. That would fit down here, but I quite like the I quite like this one, I think. I think this is the one we're gonna go for. And it's gonna sit up there. That looks much nicer. Oh my goodness, vying for my attention. Hello. Goodbye. Right, what are we doing? If you set it up on your computer there, when you click the power button once it starts shutdown process, I guess it would be fine. Probably not good to tempt fate, probably because you have to refresh the browser source. I realised that about a minute after, so yeah. Hi Cookie! Hi Salty! I noticed the other day, you met with my good friend, Thygo Xavier. I assume they showed in the Beastie Ball streams. I believe they did, yes. We have quite a few people who like to come and attend our Beastie Ball streams. Posted the Clips channel, it's like 3 seconds long. Oh my god. Wait, did you post it in my Clips channel? That's not what that's for! Okay.
Loaf? No! Loaf? No!
And then the stream ends! The panic! Look at his face!
Loaf? No!
Oh, oh, bless Loaf.
The day that FNAF
It's a bad Loaf, but she's so good. Also, Spiff's cat being called Loaf. Loaf is like the best name for a cat. That's her name. And then the next stream starts up and it's this. Chad is sympathetic.
Hi. We're back.
Amazing. Cat turned the stream off.
Hold on. First I want to see, how did that stream end? What did you all hear?
Oh boy. That's very funny. I miss having a cat. No love cam, no stream for you. See? What happened? His cat turned off his computer, apparently. He was streaming, and apparently his cat turned off the computer. See, this is what happens when we don't have cat cam. Loaf is the name of his cat. You have to have Loaf cam. He had Loaf cam earlier in the stream, and then he turned it off, and that's what happens. You're like, right, if I don't get to be on stream, then nobody gets to stream! Oh my goodness, Hope, thank you for gifting a sub to Salty. Also, we can see that the notification comes through on both OBS and Streamlabs, so thank you. If I can't be on screen, then nobody will. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you so much, Hope. Okay, so we've got the new music player. which I'm gonna put here and lock, and I'm gonna copy it and put it into game as well. Paste. Put you there. Now, I think on this screen, I'm gonna go for a different one, so I'm gonna make a new browser source. So I'm gonna go... Oh, no, wait, I can't do that. Okay. Yeah, alright, we'll just keep it as it is. Ooh, does this classify it as a separate thing, I wonder? Add. Beastable fan, yeah, we love Beastable. Browser source. This one's a new browser source. This one is flat. But if I come back over to here, this one's still square. So we are able to have two different ones. Excellent. This one, I think I'm going to make in this style. I like how it says new update out now, like I'm not literally using the most recent version. So this one is a flat one. Crystal, hello, darling. I love you. How you doing, sweetie? I'm doing technical stream setup. It's not very interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Last night was lovely. I loved playing Sky with you. I can't believe they made a game for me. That's crazy. So we're gonna just put this up here, I think, like this. We're gonna lock that, and we're gonna call it... Well, that's it. I haven't been playing much lately because I've been playing Fire Emblem Return. Ooh, I've never played any of the Fire Emblem games. So let's rename this. So this is Amuse Audio. I'm calling it flat because I just find that easier to use in my brain. I'm going to put it there. We're going to copy it. And in our VR chat source, even though VR chat isn't up here, we're going to paste it in and get rid of the old player. And now we have the new player instead. And yeah, I'll keep it up in the top corner like that. And then, what else? I think I want to bring our cloud border that we have at the front and put that in our VR chat scene as well. Like that there. So we have at least a little bit of a border happening on our VR chat streams. So I don't need... No, you stay. And you go. So now we have our new music player. I should stream at some point. You should. You should. Yes. I've been playing Beastie Ball as well. I should open it sometime. Yeah, you should play Beastie Ball when I play Beastie Ball on Tuesdays. Because that's what Curls was doing. We were playing Beastie Ball together, even though it's a single-player game. Okay, so... New layout, new music player. We haven't got Warudo set up yet because the new avatar isn't ready, but when the new avatar is ready, we will be putting Warudo in. So we'll be saying goodbye to this one and putting a new one in. I don't know why the stream avatars isn't appearing. But, Chicory has local co-op? Oh my god. I want to play Chicory so bad. I really want to play Chicory. I want to play the cute art game. So I think that covers everything for switching over to OBS. Because we don't stream on OBS. I stream with a different program, and now I'm switching to OBS. So we've spent the last 3 hours copying everything over into OBS. So we're finally done, I think. Let me move this back up. So if we go back into Universal Audio, we've got the Yeti mic there. In theory, Discord audio is going to come through. Nobody's in Discord with me at the moment, but we tested it earlier and it seemed to work. The only thing that isn't working is this is not capturing Spotify's audio, and I don't know why. There's two reasons why I'm playing nothing but Fire Emblem for the last 4 days. Hey, why not, if that's what you're interested in? Everybody always has that hyper focus. I've gone back to focusing on Sky Children of Light. I've been playing that this week. I haven't played it for like months, and now I'm like really hyper focused on it again. I have no idea how that works because I haven't played it yet, but I happened to open it once. Oh. Who's to say? Who's to say? It's very similar. It is similar. There are some changes that have confused me a little bit, but like the basic stuff seems to be working okay. And quite handily, I could just import. Want me to list those off? Feel free. I opened to Open Sky 2. I know, I saw you. I gave you a hug. I'm so chaotic when I play Sky. I just like wander around into random zones and I don't do anything in order. Be very infuriating for other people, I imagine. Probably gonna have to do an Eden run soon to get some red candles. I'm on... What did we get to last night? 55? We got to 55 Winged Light. Might have to go do an Eden run. Not at all. Oh, bless you. That's part of the fun of the game, isn't it? I don't know why this isn't working and it's bothering me. There's no sound coming through, and it should? I don't know why it isn't. We want the same executable, which is Spotify.exe. And there's no sound coming through. And properties only gives me that. Advanced audio properties only gives me this. I want track 6 unticked. I haven't gone to Eden in a long time, but I don't want to collect all the shiny boys again. That's the big thing, really, of having to do them all again, but I need those candles. You need those candles. First and most important, doing a fundraiser, and for the fundraiser I decided to attempt to Iron Man every Fire Emblem game in order of story, and secondly, I haven't played Fire Emblem in a long time. Astral Throne is very close to release, so I want to get back into Fire Emblem before the game releases. Yeah, that sounds awesome, and holy hell, good luck Iron Manning Fire Emblem. Jesus. That is quite the feat. I wish you the best. So we got the music player, we can close that down. We can close down adding in a new music player. And it changes colour based on the song that is currently playing, which I think is neat. So... I think it is literally just I want to get that audio source working, but because it's not, it's causing me to scratch my head a bit. Because I could do it this way, and like, I could literally do it this way and hide the box. Which is a bit of a jank way to do it, but it would work. Streams held together with duct tape and spit. That's a really jank way to do it, but it would work. That's so silly. If I went into my universal audio scene, added a window capture for Spotify. That adds in Spotify there as its own audio source. So I can change Spotify's audio independently. But it doesn't, but I don't have to change the volume for me, which is preferable. If I hide it, it hides the audio source, so... Edit transform. I'm literally gonna... this is gonna be the most jank thing ever. This is gonna be so jank. Size. 1 pixel. By 1 pixel. And then position. Just put it off screen like that. That is the most jank way to do this, but it kind of works. So we don't need this one. We just remove that. So we have our microphone audio separate from the Spotify audio, which is also separate from the Discord audio, so I can have everything on separate levels. We go into properties, the advanced properties, and we untick track 6 on the Spotify. And I can just slide that independently on based on how I need it. Because of the wonderful things he does. On here, we have Twitch VOD track set at number 2, which means with this new setup, in theory, the VOD won't have our Spotify music on it, which may be slightly more beneficial for clipping purposes, for like highlighting and stuff like that, for video editing, and also hopefully better to reduce copyright claims. Currently we don't really get any, but it means that I could change up my playlist a little bit and maybe have some slightly different music in. And we wouldn't have to worry about it too much, in theory. Obviously I'm not going to jump straight in with that, I would want to test it, but in theory that's that. So this scene has all of our 3 audio sources. So we go back to art, and we delete Spotify from here. And we also don't need the microphone in here. So instead we add scene universal audio. And that adds in all our audio sources. Works really well for highlighting. Yeah! The fact that it comes through twice. Your farts have reverb core. It comes through twice because we have two stream softwares open. But that works. So all of the audio sources come through here, and I can still tweak them here. I wonder if I lower that there, does it lower it in here? It does. Okay, so that carries over between with scenes, which is good. I think I prefer that. So we have our universal audio between scenes, and we have our stream alerts between scenes. So each one has all the same stuff, so it's all unified, and if I edit one, we edit the other. So that's a better organized way to do this. So I'm gonna go put the universal audio in this as well. So add scene, universal audio. And then on full face, we put scene, universal audio. So we have all of these different ones. Background video doesn't have audio. Hiding mixer, yeah, that doesn't have audio. So, yeah. Is there a reverb plugin on OBS? Maybe? I don't know. OBS is literally, it means open, the O means open source. Open broadcasting software, so probably. There probably is. There's probably a bunch of plugins for OBS that I have no idea about because I've never used it before. But yes. Okay. I think that's like achieved everything I wanted to achieve. Jesus. Yeah, three hours setting up OBS. I should probably put stream avatars in the VR chat one as well, but for some reason it's not detecting it. No, nothing's changing anything. The allow transparency is what turns this black background into, well, transparent. That'll be the same with Warudo, we'll have the background set to transparent, and in Warudo it will appear black, but on stream it will be transparent. Same with this. Black background, it's actually transparent. I don't know why it's not capturing it. Hang on, is it? I wonder. No. I was like, oh, is it some weird size somewhere? No, it's just, it's right there, but it doesn't show the avatars. How bizarre. I wonder why both Meep and stream avatars aren't showing. Stream avatars not showing OBS.
Hey, if you're looking...
Yeah. Silence. That's just the basic setup. Add source. Game capture. Specific window. Avatars. And on their video it just finds it. But here it doesn't. But why? But why? Is it genuinely because it's been being captured by Streamlabs and it can't be captured by two softwares at once? Odd, but could be it. Refreshing didn't work. No. No. Refreshing is kind of mostly for browser sources as well, by the way. I don't think you can actually refresh a game source. You can refresh a browser source because there's a refresh button right there. But it's not there on this one. I thought we were into some necromancy. Rise! Rise! It might be a stream avatar setting that I have to change, in which case I will look at that after stream. It could just be that it's because it's already being captured by one piece of software, it doesn't want to do it for another. Could just be as simple as that. But otherwise I don't think there's anything else for me to do. We got around the audio problem. The positioning of my VTuber in the bottom corner is going to be tweaked for when I have the new one, because we won't have this avatar for too much longer, maybe another week or so, and the new one should be ready. And the stream avatars, don't know. How bizarre! How bizarre! How bizarre! It's strange, but it's true. You should be able to use it here as well. Why does it create a problem? I don't know. I literally don't know. I literally don't know what its problem is. Because, everything else is working fine. Like Spotify, for example. You can see that's coming through. And turn all of these off. There's a reason I turned them all off separately. So this is not needed. Bye-bye. Yeah, the sub counter is broken. That did not come through correctly. Because this is just text, whereas the number is actually meant to be a little bit of code that pulls the number from Twitch, and that didn't transfer over correctly. But part of me kind of feels like I could get rid of that. Do you have the same source and two different scenes, but named differently? I don't believe they're named differently because they're copied and pasted from each other. Stream avatars, capitalized and spaced correctly. Yeah. The sub counter was always broken. This is true. Maybe we do away with the sub counter. There's a sub counter down there under the video if people wanna see it. There's a sub counter down there. So I don't know. We won't. So because we have these two things that. Because we have these two things that aren't quite working. We're not going to be swapping over to OBS immediately. Maybe this will happen next week. I feel in my brain, I kind of feel like the switch to OBS is probably going to happen at the same time that we have the new avatar. So when we do community night stream tonight in 2.5 hours, we will still be using Streamlabs. That won't have changed. Because I don't know why some of these things aren't working, basically. Excuse me. I don't think the sub count is that necessary. Yeah, I potentially as well, actually. Yeah. It's the kind of thing that you'd have maybe for like a subathon, if we ever did something like that. I think on the game scene on here, I got rid of it a while ago as well. I'm just gonna just. So yeah, okay. I think at this point I'm like dawdling to see if there's anything else that's coming to mind that I could do, but I don't think there is. How does this compare? Okay, yeah, there's a decent gap between the player and Clip Studio, so that's fine. Yeah, I think we're done. I don't think we're done with our OBS setup for now. So I need to go look at having some dinner before we have our community game tonight. So we're playing golf with friends tonight. If you're interested in joining, join the Discord, !Discord. There is an events channel which we will be in at 8 o'clock UK time, which is in 2.5 hours. And we're going to be playing golf with friends, and it's going to be crazy, and I'm probably going to get very angry at Kay again. So I hope to see you guys there. Go kart at 8, so I'll miss the most of it, but have fun. Aw, man. Fair enough. Enjoy your go-karting. Hope you have a nice time. Yeah, so I'm gonna go, so I can go spend, you know, some time away from the computer before I then come back to the computer again. Who am I kidding? I'm probably gonna be at my computer between now and then as well, but I will at least go consume some food. Words. Thanks for hanging out with me. I might try joining it. Hells to the yes. Get some tea and spend some time with the hubby. I will. I will. Where? I will. Yee. But yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out with me while I did all of this technical stuff. Yeah, would have been very boring to do on my own and probably would have taken even longer than 3 hours because my brain probably would have just been like, la la la, let's go do something else, this is boring. But we got it done. So thank you all for keeping me company and helping me troubleshoot some of the bits that I got stuck on. So yeah. Very slow, gradual updates coming to the stream. We now have a new background, which we didn't have before. There's pretty sky behind us. And soon we will be using OBS instead of what we are currently using. And then soon we will hopefully have a new avatar. So, exciting. So I'm gonna go. I hope to see you guys soon. Whatever you do, take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!